sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
The following presentation is intended for immature audiences.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Stay tuned. This trip is about to begin.
Hi guys, I'm Shaniqua. I'm QiQi. And today
we'll be the judges. Lexi and Olivia are on vacation due to the last episode being a lot on their brains. So they decided to take a
vacation. Break. And we are here to say
Bon QiQi!
Shaniqua!
For life!
No, we can't do the same thing they do. Do it backwards. Do it backwards. Oh.
Meow!
So guys, we might look like them, but we promise we are not Lexi and Olivia.
My name is Bon QiQi.
So.
And my weave?
It's not a weave. We just got our hair done today.
Done, bitch. This grows out my roots.
No, but we got it like cut and styled.
Oh yeah, like this is my natural hair color, but like
yeah.
I got it cut, bangs fresh,
right.
Like all of these things.
Right.
But I go by Bon QiQi because my name is actually Bonquisha the Third. So, but my mom was like, your nickname's gonna be Bon QiQi, and I was like, girl, why? And she was like, girl, because Bon QiQi, and I said, okay. So now for the past 27,000 years of my life, I've been going by Bon QiQi, but if you really feel like calling me Bonquisha, then you can if you really want to.
So, has anything pissed you off, Bon QiQi? Excuse me. No? Okay, my turn.
Okay.
I like this man.
My hairstylist cut my bangs a little funky.
I'm so sorry.
Your hair just looks fucked up. You got some mats in the back.
All right, let's start with these questions. So today we just have some funty questions that don't have an answer to them, but we feel the need to try to make one.
As Bon QiQi and Shaniqua.
My name's Tyrone, and we're your backyard friends, the backyard again. First one. This is my theory. Okay?
It's not your theory. This is somebody else's theory that you stole.
No, I've thought this for a very long time.
But somebody else researched it and actually made it a thing.
Hear me out. Everybody here sees colors, right? The rainbow is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Those are all the colors in her hair. We are taught that the grass is green. What color is the sky?
Blue.
What color is a ladybug?
Red and white.
See?
Nope. Red and black.
So, when we are born and taught, we are taught these colors. This is red. This is purple.
See, these are people that are bored and they make this shit up.
But hear me out. What if what I see is red is not what you see as red, but because we're born? Oh no! Because we're born and grown up that this can right here is red, that we see red. What if what I see as red is what you see as blue? We will never know because I don't got your eyeballs.
See, these are things that people make up that are bored.
No, there's no way everybody sees the same colors. Do you agree?
In some way, shape, or form.
There's no way everybody sees the same colors because there's so many flipping colors on the planet universe. I could grow my kid up and say, hey, this is actually green. This right here. This Coke can is green. They're going to think that's green.
Yeah, but when they go to school, they're like, no, you fucking
I'm
idiot.
not talking, brother. I'm talking. As a society, I think we should just start changing colors.
No.
I think that'd be hilarious.
I don't.
Because hear me out. What if we all have the same favorite color because it is whatever it looks like and somehow we're drawn to it and we all see the same color. We just know it as different colors. So that's why everybody has a different color. But in reality, it's all the same color that we really like. We just see it differently. So it's different colors.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. I'm really happy that you could explain that for nobody. Would people be allergic to dinosaurs? What the fuck are these questions?
They're from our
Shaniqua?
fans. They're from the people in the comments.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Would people be allergic to dinosaurs?
Probably, yeah, because these fucking people are allergic to everything.
I don't know, though.
I mean, they're scales. Are people allergic to dragons?
Are people allergic to alligators?
They.
Are people allergic to reptiles? Because if not, no, nobody's gonna be allergic to them. I don't think you'd be allergic to a dinosaur. Because what do they give off to be allergic to? You're not eating a dinosaur. I hope not. I don't think you can, like, I don't think anybody would be allergic to a dinosaur. No, people are not allergic to dinosaurs because they are extinct.
Why did it clock my tea like that? Why did it clock my tea?
But apparently dinosaurs were allergic to flower pollen.
See, they sneeze just like you.
Achoo. So yeah.
Achoo!
I don't think anybody would be allergic to a dinosaur.
I don't either, because they're scaly.
Yeah, I've never met somebody allergic to like a
Your
lizard.
backyard, friends, your backyard again.
The Google Doc. Okay.
Lasagna or spaghetti? I am a spaghetti person.
I like a good lasagna though.
It didn't say to take away either. It just said would you prefer.
I feel like you can do more with spaghetti.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I like spaghetti better, because if I wanted...
Because you can have spaghetti with meat sauce.
That's what I'm saying. If I wanted spaghetti with... But
and
then
that's
again...
basically lasagna.
But then again, you can have lasagna with meat in it.
You can have spaghetti with meat in it too.
That's true. I think I would rather slurp some spaghetti than...
I thought lasagna does have meat in it.
It does.
Like, that's just like lasagna is meat, cheese,
And
red sauce.
and
noodles.
lasagna noodles. I am a spaghetti person. No! No! Get away from me!
Oh. Why are you being mean to me?
Okay. How many toes does an alligator have? Yeah. I feel like they'd have like
4.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3,
3,
4.
4.
And they'd be like,
Ticka, 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 you know?
or they're like a dog and they have like 4 and 3 and then
like,
one on the back for walking purposes.
No. I feel like they have 4 here and then like a skew one right there so that when they walk they have balance.
You know that they can't walk in zigzag form? That's why if you ever are getting chased by an alligator, you run in a zigzag. They can't move their big bodies that fast. It's for real. It's a real life hack. Survival skill. If you're being chased by an alligator, run in zigzags because they're too fat to move directions that easily.
The more you know. Tips and tricks with Shaniqua and QiQi. Okay. Next. Pineapple on pizza? Question mark.
No. Get your fruit off my pizza.
Yes.
Are we eating a fruit pizza or are we eating pizza with cheese?
It's a good mix of salty and sweet. Why do you eat syrup? Why do you eat syrup on your...
Because there's no fucking cheese on it. I just don't like cheese. Cheeseburger. Flint Lockwood. From the same movie.
I just want to go to the ballet. Have you ever seen Modern Family?
Yes.
What do you bitches know about Modern Family? I just want to go to the ballet.
I hate Vietnam.
Lily, we don't hate.
I hate Vietnam. We are them in another life.
Can't Mitchell. I'm Mitchell. Not all gay people like pink. Pink's my favorite color. Okay, anyway. Pineapple does in fact belong on pizza.
No.
Pee a grape or poop a pineapple?
Asia asked that one, actually.
Thank you, Asia.
I think
Thank you.
you'd rather be a grape because your butthole is real sensitive over there.
No, I poop pineapples all the freaking time. I have a constipation problem.
You'd
okay?
rather poop a pineapple than pee a grape.
I'd rather piss a grape.
I've had
That's a tiny hole to pee out of, though.
I've had a kidney stone. How big of a grape are we talking? Are we talking a cotton candy grape? Or are we talking like those itty bitty, like barely made it on the stick grape?
Are we talking about like a wine grape, or are we talking like grape?
Like,
or
are they
we
long
talking
and skinny?
big, crunchy green grape?
Like
what
long and skinny grapes? Fine. Go for it. Big cotton candy ones? No. But like a pineapple,
I would
that's
honestly-
spiky.
I would honestly rather nothing.
That wasn't the question. I don't think anybody would rather either. I feel like shitting a pineapple would hurt. It's spiky.
As long as like the spike part at the top slides out this way and not like burst. You know?
No, but like a pineapple itself is spiky.
Yeah. I think I'd rather be a grape.
All right.
Is time linear?
Yeah, I say no.
I don't have enough brain capacity for that.
Like, is time
I know what it is.
a straight brain and it just keeps going and going? I don't think so. I think time is before and after and right now all at the same time.
I think time is in the moment.
So do you think time is linear?
Time is...
Like, do you think time is just a straight line that keeps going forward? I don't.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
No.
Because you go to sleep and you wake up and you're on the next day.
Right, but we as a society made that a thing. A day and a night and all that stuff.
Your brain's wired funky.
I like my brain.
I like your brain too. But I'm just saying that time goes by seconds in the moment of
But
where you are.
who created those seconds?
Even if they weren't created, if time
was linear, we wouldn't think about the future.
Listen,
and we wouldn't think about the past.
Listen. If time wasn't a thing, you would be thinking in the moment. But you know that there's something coming up.
Right,
You
so
know
it's
that
not linear.
When I step, yes, it is linear.
No, because if it was linear, you wouldn't think about the future or the past. You would think about right now, and that's it. And we don't. We think about the past. Nostalgia. We think about the future.
I like to live in the moment.
But
I believe that there was a past, and I believe that there's a present.
Exactly. So it's not linear. Boom.
Are we in a computer simulation?
Yes. Who the fuck is running my game? Because I want a new player.
No.
I think we're like... Did you ever watch Polly Pocket? Holly Hobby? Okay, well, there's this Holly Hobby movie.
Yes, I did. I did say yes.
Oh, the Christmas one?
I don't know. The Simpsons had a thing where they're in a giant Slurpee thing.
So Holly Hobby, in my head for a very long time as I was a child, I thought she lived in a snow globe. Because they shook a snow globe and it started snowing, and then they were on the train that was in the snow globe. Not realizing it was just like a cool transition. So for a really long time, I thought she lived in a snow globe. So...
But Polly Pocket in life is a little bit odd.
No, Holly Hobby. Not Polly Pocket. Holly Hobby.
Okay, well, they're different.
Holly Hobby is fire.
Holly Hobby and real life are different, though.
What do you mean?
Holly Hobbit, or whatever the fuck her name is different than your life just because Polly Pocket was in a globe.
I understand. I wasn't saying that was my life. I was just explaining. I don't know.
I do not think that we're in a simulation. I think that we are in the moment, and I think that people need to keep their eye on the prize, which is not worrying about that. It's worrying about the economic and global state of the world right now.
They're watching us.
The
birds work for the bourgeoisie. I silenced her.
No, I'm just keeping it to myself.
What?
I do think that the government has eyes on us. Through
Right.
birds, absolutely not.
No, I was joking.
But in different ways. Like your phone is a government tracked device. Like
Go for it. Track me. What do you want to see?
the only thing they'll see is how much I hate Trump.
Right.
Can dreams meaning predict reality or show the future. I am neutral with this one because I think there's each like part. I think your dream is your self-conscious, but I also think that when you dream it and you look it up what it means and you like look up what it means,
I think it means something.
I think what I think is that it kind of almost puts something in your brain.
Right, you're looking for it.
Exactly. And I think then people are like, oh my God.
That's the same thing with all like the tarot card readings and all that stuff. It's all stuff you're not paying attention to, but that's still happening. But
and
once
then
you
when
are
it's
told,
pointed out,
like the thing where it's like if you see a red car, there's always red cars going by.
you just don't notice them.
If somebody says, oh, if you see a red car, like it's a sign, you're going to see a red car, and instead of just being, oh, it's a car going by, you're going to be like, oh my God, it's a red car.
It's a red car.
Because it's in your subconscious, like you're thinking about it. And that's where I think, like, those things can be, not that they're like magical and they just do it, but I think in a way of like, it makes the person confident in something, believe in something, that like, they're more optimistic, so things are more likely to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're looking for the good, so you're gonna see the good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it and like looking at it. I just think that it's the same goes. What is it called when like you see somebody throw up, so automatically you now think you're gonna throw up?
Oh, edaminophobia.
No. Like when you read something and you're like, oh, I have that.
Hypochondriac.
That's you. Yeah. You are to an extent, and you know it.
I know. I'm just anxious. I'm a hypochondriac.
No, you're a hypochondriac.
I'm just anxious about getting sick.
You're a hypochondriac.
I'm anxious about getting sick.
That comes with being a
Correct.
hypochondriac. So
all right, fine.
You're a hypochondriac.
Fine.
It's not a bad thing. It's labeled as a bad thing, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's aware. I think it's aware of symptoms. I don't look, if you, again, that goes with views and point of views of things. If you look at something as a bad thing, then it's going to be a bad thing.
Right.
If you look at being called a hypochondriac as a bad thing and as like a bad thing, then you're going to see it as a bad thing. But if you look at it as I'm just anxious about my health and I'm worried that I'm going to get sick, or you're aware of symptoms and you're aware of things, then is it really that bad?
Yeah.
It's all point of view.
I also think like tarot cards, like those types of things, like tarot card readings are not, like they're just kind of vague.
Mm-hmm.
And like those types of things, like readings, all that stuff, yes, there are things that sometimes it's like, whoa, like that's crazy, like maybe there's something. But I think they're just vague a lot of the times because you can put the pieces together in your mind, and the way that you're reacting kind of leads them in there. Because it's always react to what you like and forget the rest, like leave the rest. So then it's like they could say whatever they want, but you leave it and then you don't think about it. You're only thinking about the stuff that you think resonates with you or you think applies to you, which it could completely not at all. Like it could just be like random. But or you could be thinking it's one thing, but it's really another thing in your life that it's like referring to, type of thing.
Yeah. I just think that people need to watch their point of views on different things, because if you look at something as bad, then it's going to be bad. But if you look at something as, what are you going to do about it? Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like if you trip and fall, if you think about it, oh, that's so embarrassing, then you're going to be embarrassed. Then you're going to be embarrassed. But if you think about it as, fuck, I fell. You're just going to be like, whatever, I fell. Like, what are you going to do about it? If you don't think about it as an actual issue, then I don't think.
Right.
I mean, I think there's good and bad that comes with that as well. Do
Right.
I think there are things that people need to worry about and people need to come to attention to and people need to actually fucking lock the fuck in? Yes. Are there things that people can let brush by?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Billionaires, not the government, run the world. I
Yes.
agree.
Because who's paying the government to do certain things?
Not to bring Trump up, but billionaire, richest man in the world, Mr. Elon Musk, has his own position in...
And he's not a politician
And he's
at
not
all.
a politician at all and has actually nothing to do with politics.
All he
And
has is
actually
money.
was an illegal immigrant at one point.
And all he has is money. So yeah, I think billionaires run our world. I don't think the government does, because I think the billionaires are the people.
Ooh, the next one's really good. NASA stopped exploring the ocean because they found something.
Yes.
I think that technology advances, and if we really wanted to, we should continue to explore the ocean. I think they found something that kind of
Scared them, and they're choosing to not.
Is unsafe per se, but kind of put a barrier on what we want the people to know.
Because if there's something scary, like that terrifying in the ocean, people aren't going to go to beaches. People aren't going to do that stuff anymore.
Well, I think it goes with...
I'm scared of the ocean as it is.
I love the ocean.
I don't want to know anything else.
I love the ocean.
I like the ocean from afar.
Oh, I love being in the
Don't
ocean.
put me in it.
I love being in the ocean. Swimming, literally everything. Like, I love...
Parasailing? No problem. No problem. In a boat?
Parasailing is terrifying.
No. Parasailing, I had no problem.
I would love a parasail. I want to skydive so bad.
When I was on the boat to parasail and in the ocean, terrifying. When I was up in the air just floating around.
But don't you have to go in the water to get off the parasail?
No, they pull you in. They can dip you if you want to be dipped. I got dipped. But you don't have to.
I saw a video of a woman. She was parasailing and there was a shark in the water.
Yeah, I saw a stingray and a sea turtle.
That's so cute.
It's really fun. It is fun. It's just scary. I'm more scared of, like, I don't know. I don't like things where, like, I literally have no control, like, at all. Like, if a wave overtakes me or, like, a hurricane comes or, like, a tornado comes, I'm very scared of nature. Not nature.
No, you are. You're scared of the elements.
Elements, yes. Because there's nothing I can do. I'm just stuck there.
You have no control over it, yeah.
And, like, even if I tried to, like, do something for safety, the ocean could still get rough enough that you could drown. Your boat could sink. Like, there's just so many things that it's just, like, there's nothing I can do, and there's no way for me to know until it's too late.
See, and that's the part where I have none of that instinct, where I'm just, let's go. Live in the moment. Like, I'm very much, like, a live-in-the-moment person. I'm not going to worry about if the boat was going to sink or not, because
I've been scared of weather for a long time, and I think weather just goes with the ocean.
I used to hate, like, thunderstorms and all of those things and, like, all of that until I realized that it's out of my control. And as long as that I am worried about myself and that I'm doing all I can, then that's all I can do. If something bad happens, it's out of my control, because you can board up your windows, you can do all of this stuff, but the hurricane's still gonna hit.
Right, and that's why I'm scared of it.
Yeah. And that's the part where I'm like, I can't really do much. I can try my best, but
yeah.
The next one is other planets with life on it.
There has to be.
I think that there is. I mean,
maybe not like in our, what's it called? Milky Way, like that thing. There has to be another place somewhere in the universe that has life on a planet.
Well, the universe is huge.
That's what I mean.
More than just Saturn, Sun. Like, I think there is more.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, like here? Like in our planets?
No, just in general. Like, if you traveled out of our Milky Way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's another version of this.
There's another type of life form somewhere. There has to be.
I think that there's another Earth. Maybe not Earth, but I think there's another version of this somewhere.
Another type of life form.
We can't be the only... I mean, if we have fucking dinosaurs and shit...
We can't be the only thing.
Exactly.
There's other stuff out there that we just don't know, and we don't have any type of technology that can take us far enough to go. We can barely get to, like, Pluto, so... Mm-hmm. I think there's other life forms somewhere out of 4.
Meeting people twice?
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
You meet people twice. Like, the first time you just kind of, you don't really know them. You're just kind of, like, in the same thing around each other. You know the same people. And then the second time you meet them is when you, like, create a bond with them. That's us. That's me and you.
No, that's Lexi and Olivia.
Right, that's...
Shaniqua and QiQi have been friends forever.
No, that's Lexi and Olivia did that.
It's true.
Always in the same studio.
Oh, the 7 minutes before you die. I believe in that.
I do.
Well, it's scientific. Like,
Scientific.
It's scientifically been proven. It's been...
I know.
I feel like that's not a conspiracy theory. That's a fact.
Yep.
About the human brain. You live for 7 minutes after... Your brain is on for 7 minutes after you die.
You just kind of... Yeah. Yeah.
So... That goes again with the thing of people making conspiracy theories up when there's facts and evidence on them.
Yeah. I think it's real. I mean...
Yeah. Religion was created to cope with knowing how things...
With not knowing
how things got here.
Yes.
I think it came with curiosity.
I think humans don't like not knowing things. I'm not saying not the whole thing, but I think parts of it, people...
I believe that God, personally, excuse me.
Sorry.
Personally, in my religion and what I believe with... Stop playing with it.
I'm sorry, I didn't...
It's so loud.
I can't hear it, I'm sorry. Sorry. Good.
I think that God, Jesus, and Mother Mary and all of these people, I think that they were.
No, I'm not saying they weren't real. I'm not saying that part. I'm saying the stories. I'm saying, like, I don't know. I just think people need a reason as to why things are happening. If they don't have a reason or they don't know why things are happening, they wanted something.
I don't think some random Joe Schmo picked up a book and was like, I'm going to pretend to be this man, God, and pretend to be this guy named Jesus and this woman named Mary. And
that's what every writer does.
Yeah, I don't know. And
I
make
don't
this
think,
whole elaborate story to have
I don't
people
think everything.
make believe.
It's a big thing about morals. It's a big story about morals.
Yeah.
I just think people don't like not having an answer for things. So having religion there is a way to not have an answer for things yet have an answer for it.
I don't know. I think it goes with whatever you want to believe in. I don't think there's really a background to it. I think people read in too deep to things and don't let other people just live life. I think people care so much about what other people are believing or thinking that they need to make things...
No, I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general, I think people want to make people confused and want to not like something or want to do all of these things. So they
there's no
make things up.
Of anything.
That's what you personally feel.
There isn't.
There is.
Where? I'm not saying these people weren't real. I'm not saying these things didn't happen. I just don't think these things are as elaborate as they're saying.
There's technically no scientific proof that God was real at one point, but
I'm not saying it wasn't real.
I know. I'm saying I believe that he's real, and I think that people like to, like, I don't know. There's just certain things that's like, just let it be. Just let it be.
Right.
Like, just leave it alone. You don't have to make up
I just think it's a fun little brain.
No, it is.
Thing
but
to think of. Like, it's just interesting to think about.
I just think that there's some things that it's just like, let it go. Let people have it. Like,
no, I'm not saying that in a way to put down anyone.
No, yeah, I understand, but I'm just saying, like, I feel that religion has helped people in positive ways, and I understand people have negative.
But that's like the same thing as anything.
Yeah, there's always going to be a negative.
Anybody could believe in something.
Every positive has its negatives, right?
Like, even the people with those, like, tarot card readings or astrology.
They believe in something.
They're believing in something. It might not be the same thing or religion, but
constantly are believing
you're believing in something because...
Every day you wake up and you believe in something, whether that is your belief and your dream, or you believe that you can make it another day, or literally anything like that. If you don't think that you're going to make it another day, that's a belief. Like, you always believe in something. So I think that there's just a point in time where it's like, let people think what they want to think, and sometimes you just have to move on. And if you don't believe in it, then that's on you, and you believe with what you want to believe, because we have what there's atheist, Judaism, Christianity, Orthodox, Catholic, like, and more, like way more than that. Do you think Helen Keller was real?
No.
I believe she was a real person.
I don't think she was as bad as she said. There's no way she wrote. How the fuck do you fly a plane?
Did she ever actually fly a plane, or was that
No,
proven wrong?
She used the console. Again, how?
I don't know. I just don't. If you can't see anything or hear anything, how the fuck do you know what buttons to use?
But has there ever been a case since Helen Keller that somebody was blind and deaf?
Yeah. People can be blind and deaf. I
don't think she was as blind as they say or as deaf as they say. Like, I think she could see maybe shadows, like some shape. Like,
I think that she could see a little.
I don't think it was just darkness. You know.
Well, I don't remember what percent, but not a lot of people are completely blind.
No.
I think like 90%.
They can see.
Let me look.
That's like that one girl on TikTok who would put glitter on everything because she could see the glitter because it was shimmery. She put glitter on somebody's face so she could see what they look like. And she was able to see what they look like because they put glitter all over them.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
0.1% of the adult population in the United States are completely blind, meaning they cannot see anything but black.
0.1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not a lot.
So that's another 99.9%.
That can see shapes. They might be legally blind, but they can see.
Well, legally blind, you could be
legally blind with glasses.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like certain prescriptions that make you legally blind, but you can still see color and shapes and things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's crazy though.
Me too.
Like how your vision can just choose to not, or your hearing can just be like, I'm okay. I'm gonna take a rest day.
Well, there's a reason.
Well, there is always a reason, but
yeah. I mean, the biggest thing with going deaf is the little hairs in your ear. They don't grow back. So if you do something that's loud or whatever to kill them, you're deaf because you need them to hear and they don't grow back. There's no way to get them back. I think cochlear implants are pretty cool.
I think cochlear implants are really cool.
Like, they drill a hole in your brain and somehow you can hear. Like, I just think that's so cool.
I just think that it's smart. Like, it's like a good, I'm out, or I'm going out, or I'm far away. I just think that it's a good, like, a smart thing because it works. Like, it's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Like, you can drill a hole basically anywhere in your body, fill it, and have it work. Like, the screws in my foot. Like, I don't know. That's just crazy to me that people can drill holes into something and have it work.
Fix it instead
of I don't know. That's so weird. Some history is fake, some is left out, and some is exaggerated.
Yes.
I think so.
There's no way everything is taught or everything is as accurate as they say, depending on who wrote it, depending on when it was written, depending on if it was written again, depending on if it was a first-person perspective or if it was a second or if it was through a mouth.
You're
like,
right.
word of mouth.
Perspectives are...
Unless the person who was killed wrote it, you don't know if that's the truth.
Yeah.
Unless...
That's true, but I just think that there's some things that were lost in translation that might be useful to learn, but
especially
there's no way.
In the school system, I think there are things that
they purposely leave out.
Purposely are left out or purposely taught in a certain way to keep the people in what they want them to know and what they're...
Well, that was the same. That was the whole thing with like the Pilgrims and stuff. The Pilgrims for a really, really, really long time were who colonized America. They were viewed as the first founders, right?
Right.
When you get to high school, you kind of start learning that. Well,
I feel like that was even just recently.
Yeah, like people they started implementing the fact that the Native Americans ran off of this land.
They were first.
They were killed off of this land, and it's kind of fucked up. Like last year, I think was the first year where I really, 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 really learned about it, and like first year I kind of like actually had like a lesson about it. And it's just
I think it was kind of when they changed it from Columbus Day to Indigenous People Day.
That people kind of
understood.
opened their eyes and were like, wow, this actually, like, this happened and people went through this. And, like, we would give blankets with, like, chicken pox because we knew that the Native Americans weren't.
They didn't have the antibodies because they weren't around it.
They didn't have, like, the strength to fight it off or anything. So, yeah, it's fucked up and it's crazy. And I think that nobody is an immigrant on stolen land. Personally. So
Yeah.
I think about it. White, black,
Purple,
doesn't
green,
matter. Purple,
yellow,
green, yellow, red, orange, green, blue, pink, yellow,
sparkly.
green. Like, doesn't matter what color, what race, what you believe in. It doesn't matter. Nobody is stolen or nobody is illegal on land that's not founded by a white man.
Right.
If one day we find an island or something that's never been discovered, ever, ever, ever in 1.5 billion, and however long America's been around, or not even just America, just life in general, and whoever finds that land, that's who owns that land, not...
Right.
So technically we should be on Native American land, not rich white man land.
Mm-hmm.
The government sets up certain events to distract us from what they're doing.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do you think they did the whole thing with the TikTok thing?
During the wildfires.
There were bigger things going on that people were worried about, and to get their mind off of it, they do something like that. Or something. Or something in, like, Hollywood happens. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a new movie's pushed out, a new something, like something. I just think sometimes things are pushed out in a way to get people distract. Whether that be intentional purposely to like make people forget about it, or if it's in a way of like, hey, we just want people to be more like, we need something good and we need something good. Let's push this out. Or if it's...
I think it could go either way with them trying to make something negative positive,
or trying to cover something up.
Or trying to cover something up. That's, like, basically what I was getting at. Like, they're... Most of the time I feel they're covering up, but that's just because I have a different mindset as some on the government, so... Ooh, what's the meaning to life to you?
To live?
Like, what's the meaning of life?
I think it's to live. In a way of doing what you want to do and doing something that's going to fulfill you, that's going to make you happy and get you the experiences you want to experience.
I think the meaning of life is happiness.
I think life is supposed to have hard parts, because if there were hard parts and if there's no hard parts or no sad parts, then there's no good parts.
Exactly.
So
I
think
100% agree with you.
I think a big part of life is sad things. I think a big part of life is disappointment. I think a big part of life is
you can't fail
bad
unless you
things
win.
happening. So I think life is about succeeding and about being happy, but you can't have those things without having the negative as well, because if you don't have the negative, then there's no
How you
positive.
turn a negative to a positive?
Because if you have a good day every day...
Because above ground, it was a great day. Remember that.
If you have a good day every single day, it's not a good day.
Exactly, it's just a day.
Until you have a bad day, and then you have the next day, and you're like, oh, this is a good day because...
The only thing that makes something good is bad.
Right, and the only thing that makes something bad is good.
Because if murdering somebody was good, then people would murder all the time.
Right.
Because there's no harm in it. But because taking a human life...
But not even like that, like just in...
No, I get what you're saying. Just in general.
More, not like in like with other people, but just like within yourself.
Yeah, like
because
in
there's
general,
something,
you can't win without losing.
There's something that could happen to me that I could take as a good thing, but it could the same exact thing could happen to you,
else, and
they could take it a bad thing. So it all depends on the like I just because your experiences, what you want, like things like that.
What is your greatest fear?
Failure. I won't even try sometimes because I'm like, if I don't try, I can't fail, which I know is 20 times worse, because if you don't try, then you basically have failed because you didn't even try.
If you never try, you failed it.
Right, I know, but I'm scared.
Like,
It's
if
not
you don't,
even-
But I like to, when people say this, like, if you don't try, you didn't fail or succeed. When you don't try an assignment at school, you automatically fail it because you
Right.
didn't try.
Right.
You didn't put effort in.
I don't think it's the point of failing for yourself. I think it's the point of failing
For
in other
others.
people's eyes.
I think my biggest fear is not failure, because I know I can fail. I'm not perfect. I know that I'm capable of failing. I know I'm great at failing. But I also know that I'm good at succeeding. I also know that I'm good at staying strong. I also know that I'm good at staying powerful within myself. I'm not afraid to fail, because when you fail, you learn how to succeed.
So what's your biggest fear?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, besides materialistic things like spiders and like all that stuff, I don't really, not that I don't fear things, but I don't have a fear like failure. I don't have a fear like that because I've learned so much in my failures that it's hard to say that I fear something if I haven't conquered it. So at this point in time, I have no fear because I have nothing to conquer in this moment.
All right.
And in a week, it might be different. I might fear something and then I will conquer it, get over that fear until there's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that just goes with the way that people look at things and view things. What's your biggest regret?
I don't regret many things because I feel like they all play a part.
I was going to say that. Kind of go with the same thing sort of that I said about the last one. I don't have any regrets because it makes you who you are today. All of your regrets and all of your failures and all of literally anything that you didn't want to happen, it makes you as powerful and it makes you as strong as who you are today. And that comes with growth. When you sit here and you think about everything that you regretted, obviously in my life I've regretted a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. And in that moment I'm like, fuck, I regret that. I shouldn't have said that. But at the same time, what's done was done.
Right.
And what happened is who you are. And if you can't back yourself up on it, then you have to admit that that was the wrong choice. And you have to admit that you should have made a different decision. But at the same time, it was said or it happened. So you need to apologize. And I think there comes to a point where people need to accept it and move on. And I think a lot of people miss that. You know, a lot of people forget the move on part. And they get stuck on things. But that comes with healing and that comes with time. If you never fully heal, then you're going to regret a lot more than when you're healed and you learn from the experience.
Yeah.
And that will come to you. And that will ease on you. One day. You might not think it, but it will. Is it ever okay to lie?
Yes.
I agree. Sorry, no, I got the chills. That little shake was was my chills.
If it's not hurting anybody, if somebody says, "Hey, is this dress pretty?" and if they seem really happy, if you say yes and it's really not, who's that hurting? Nobody.
I think a white lie is fine.
Right. A big lie gets you in trouble. Most of the time.
Do you have free will?
Everybody has free will. Did you not see the video of me the other day? I said, "Oh my God, I forgot I have free will," and I just started screaming.
I did see that.
Who's here to stop me? Nobody. I can do whatever I want.
What's your biggest strength and weakness within yourself?
Huh?
What's your biggest strength and weakness within yourself?
Strength, I think, is caring for other people. I'm really good at caring for other people.
And what's your weakness?
Caring too much. They go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Caring too much about them and not myself.
Yeah.
Or like things that are like Not that they're not important, but other priorities.
Over
something that could wait or could, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think my strengths are... Actually, I'm going to start with weaknesses.
Okay.
I think my weaknesses are...
She's perfect.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. But what do you... I think I overcome a lot of my weaknesses. Not that I'm perfect or that.
What I think yours is?
Yeah.
You care a lot about other people, not other people in certain, other people's opinions in certain aspects.
Not really.
Yeah.
Like when?
Like wearing stuff or posting stuff or stuff like that.
I don't think I care about...
You do.
Not for wearing things.
Yeah, you do. In certain times. Not all the time. Not in everything.
I do feel like that is a good weakness. Like I care... I don't know. Because I don't really care what people think. Because it
depends on the thing. Sometimes you do.
Exactly. I think in some situations I care about what other people think. But in other situations, I don't give a fuck. And sometimes they can be reversed. Like some situations where I should care, I don't. And other situations where it really doesn't matter, I care a little bit too much.
I think it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Who you're talking to.
What's it about?
But I think that's...
And I think my strength is hearing...
knows how to make anything positive. Dear Jesus Christ.
Me?
Yeah. Let me be sad for a couple minutes.
No.
I don't want to see the good part. Give me 5 minutes to just see the bad, and then you can show me the good.
That is itchy. I just think that wides well on the bad when there's a good in everything. Like,
just let me have my moment. Let me be sad for a minute.
I think another positive of mine is like hearing people's sides of the story, like both sides.
Yeah.
Hearing all of the positions of each side and like figuring it out from there. And I think I'm good at helping others. I feel like I'm good at helping others find a reason.
You're my reason.
Thanks.
Oh.
What? I said thank you.
Oh. You're welcome.
I love you. How do we achieve equality?
It's never gonna happen.
I didn't ask that. I asked how we can.
You can't. You can't. Nothing is ever gonna be equal for everybody.
That's true.
It's just not going to. And it sucks that it's not going to, but it's not possible.
Someone is always going to look at you and think that you're less than.
Somebody's always going to have it worse than you. Somebody's always going to have it better than you. There's no way around it. And even people who you may think have it better could not have it better. So
the grass is not always greener on the other side.
Right. And just because you have it good right now doesn't mean 10, 25 years you're not going to have it. It's going to not be as good anymore. So there's no way to make it equal ever.
Well, that's another thing. I think
you can't change people's minds.
That's what I was just about to say. I think you can't change people's brains and you can't change the way people look at things. And there's always tough, but it's the truth. There's always going to be people who don't. I'm sorry, I'm going to throw it in. There's always going to be people who don't like minority people. Is it right?
No.
Absolutely not. It is not okay.
But there's no way to change their mind. But you can't.
Exactly, you can't.
You can't fix stupid sometimes. Sometimes you just have to come to the conclusion that you can't fix stupid. So, the fuck are you doing?
Said it first. I'm looking for anything.
What the fuck did you do? My pen! Oh.
I've been doing this the whole time.
The whole time. Why? My pen. Guys, my pencil. Oh, my sandals. My pen.
When do you feel most motivated?
2 seconds before something's due.
Last minute?
Last minute. My biggest thing is I can't look at the big picture. I need to look at it step by step, because if I look at the big picture, I'm going to be like, I don't even know where to start. That's it. If I give you like step by step, fine, got it.
I'm most motivated when somebody tells me I can't.
Yeah, you are. You are.
If somebody tells me you can't do that, yes, I can. And you'll watch me do it. That was my belly. Why are you laughing at me?
I love you.
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you.
Why are you laughing at me? And my name is Bug QiQi. And why are you laughing at me?
I'm laughing at you.
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah, you are. Mm-mm. What are you holding on to that's holding you back?
Nothing.
I agree. I don't think anything's holding me back.
I'm doing pretty far, actually.
I think when you learn, you grow, and you heal, nothing can really hold you back. You're going to live your life in happiness. Right? I think that's good. Got an hour.
All right. This has been Shaniqua.
And Bug QiQi.
We'll see you next week.
I hope you enjoyed. You can find us on anywhere you get your podcasts.
We were the judges today.
And you just got Bug QiQi and Shaniqua. You're gonna push mine. Get off! Help!
Why would you pull me?
No, go on your face. Go get tea! Will you levitate? I have to pee. Oh! Don't put your foot to my head. Okay, turn the video off.
Turn the video off.
Ouch.